Few couples walk down the aisle thinking about a future breakup. But with divorce rates at 42%, there's plenty of evidence to suggest it's not always till death do us part. In England and Wales, it's argued an often acrimonious divorce is made worse by laws that require a lengthy wait or accusations of wrongdoing and misbehaviour. Is it time to take the sting out of splitting up with no fault or blameless divorce? The case of Tinny Owens and her husband Hugh have put the laws in England and Wales under close scrutiny. She wanted a divorce, he didn't, but 3 courts, including the highest, have ruled against her.
With reluctance, we dismiss it. The question for Parliament, and for all of us who comprise its electorate, is whether, when judged by its effect in this case, the law which still governs entitlement to divorce remains satisfactory.
The President of the Supreme Court also said the case was very troubling. Lady Hale is already one of the most prominent campaigners for no-fault divorce, arguing the current system can trigger or exacerbate family conflict entirely unnecessarily. While contested divorce cases are rare, campaigners argue it's an example of why divorce law in England and Wales is outdated and needs to change. Others fear changing the system would undermine the institution of marriage and lead to divorce on demand. There are 5 legal grounds for divorce in England and Wales, and 3 require allegations of fault: adultery, unreasonable behaviour, and desertion. Otherwise, it's a separation period of 2 years when both sides agree to the split, and a 5-year wait if one person contests the breakup.
Most people simply can't afford or don't want to put their lives on hold for that period of time.
It's largely the same rules for civil partnerships too. Unreasonable behaviour is now the most commonly used reason to end a marriage. Critics argue that while it's the swiftest process, allowing couples to move on with their lives more quickly, it also promotes bitterness and conflict. A 2017 YouGov poll found support for a no-fault divorce with 69% in favour.
If the relationship's broken down, I think you should be able to get a divorce. And the law should be more flexible.
Sometimes it's not really anybody's fault, it's just something that happens. Relationships do break down in the end, and it doesn't mean that you don't care about somebody just because you're not in love with them anymore.
If people are amicable, let them separate amicably. Some people do remain friends.
There's no denying it. Divorces can be messy and breaking up is hard to do. But current law in England and Wales is nearly 50 years old. Is it time to update the rules to reflect modern relationships and let couples split for the better rather than the worse?